I didn't see any of them showing up. I see less than pi is here. So less than pi, I am going to challenge you to a game. And when I challenge less than pi, he's got 30 seconds to accept the challenge. He has accepted. It says game start. You are playing as white. So I am playing as white. You can see here, I've got the white indicator beside my name at the bottom, and less than pi has the black indicator beside his name up at the top. Your name is always going to be at the bottom. Your opponent is always at the top. But here is where we indicate who is white and who is black. So white always moves first. So I'm going to move first. There we go. Now, less than pi is a very good player. I should say that right up front. Less than pi is a very good player. And yesterday we played some games, and less than pi crushed me. I'm not saying he beat me, I'm saying he crushed me. So today, I'm going to have to try something different because losing as badly as I did yesterday was not enjoyable at all, especially considering I'm the person who invented the game. Not great. But you know what? It was fun just the same, and we had a half a dozen people playing, and it was quite enjoyable. I'm going to play for about an hour this evening, see how many players we get. But less than pi right now, based on my completely unscientific guesswork, is probably the best Migoyugo player in the known universe. Now, maybe there is another world where someone else has created Migoyugo. It's possible. And it's possible that there could be a better player on that world. But here on Earth, let's just stick with Earth. I'm going to say that here on Earth, less than pi is the best Migoyugo player going. So that means I got my work cut out for me. And I am going to have to really work at this if I'm going to beat him. But I'm going to do my best. And we have DPA has shown up in chat. Welcome, DPA. For those of you who have never played before, yesterday DPA and I were playing. His name, I'm going to say it once. His name is Defected Pixel Artist, but I call him DPA because I always screw that up. And Defected Pixel Artist was playing yesterday, and we were talking about a certain move, a certain play in the game that very quickly leads to an immediate loss. And we didn't know what to call it, didn't have a name. And I decided I'm going to call it the DPA. And that's because the DPA kept losing to a DPA. So I thought that was rather amusing. I'm not sure that DPA found it quite so amusing, but that was what we did yesterday. We named a move the DPA. Okay, I'm moving in right here. I've got 3 Migos in a row. I've got E4 wide open. If I go here, I create a Yugo. Knowing, though, that this Migo is going to disappear, and less than pi could play here and get a double Yugo. But I think I'm going to let that happen because my Migo, or my Yugo, pardon me, is going to be more central, and we'll go with that theory for now. I think I've got a pretty good setup at this point, and I've got a central Yugo. So in this game, center control has value. I think anyone who plays this game will agree that controlling the center has some value. But controlling the center with Migos doesn't have all that much value because Migos will probably at some point disappear from the board, just like these 3 Migos are about to disappear. I'm going to have 2 Yugos in a row. Not great because I'm blocked at one end by this Yugo. Playing a Yugo up here really isn't the best thing. You know what? I could go right here. You know what? Instead of playing here and having a central Yugo here, I'm going to play here and have 2 Yugos connected on one line and see where that leads me. I think that might be the ticket in this game. So we've got a few people watching. And the way this is going to work today is if you would like to play against me, if you would like to have a game against me, all you have to do is challenge me. When I'm finished a game, you can just go here to players and you can find my name here. I don't see my own name because I'm me, but you'll see my name there. And after I have played a game, if you wish to challenge me, all you have to do is just go ahead and do that. Oh, where am I going to go now? So I feel pretty good about this. I have a nice central Yugo. I have connected Yugos on um, the fourth row, and oh, we've got someone new here. Less Than Pi is the best player because he's an artist. He is driven by creativity rather than logic. So says Diet Wit. I'm going to say that name and I hope I get it right. Well, Less Than Pi has left me an opening for another Yugo. If I build this Yugo here on F3, these two Migos will disappear, and Less Than Pi will have two opportunities to build a Yugo. One right here on D5 and one here on C6. I could build a Yugo here. I could build a Yugo here. I'm going to go here. I'm doing this just by feel. I think that feels right. Now, if I am Less Than Pi, I'm playing a Yugo here on D5. I don't know if that's what he's going to do, but that's what I would do. If he does, this Migo is going to disappear and I will have an opportunity to create another. Okay, so I'm liking this. This Yugo is not connected in any way to this Yugo. These two Yugos can never be combined to make a line to create an Igo. So I'm feeling pretty good about that. I am also going to get a Yugo here on E5. Now it's blocked going down by this Yugo, but again, we have two connected Yugos, and that's going to give me an advantage of 4-2 in the Yugo column. Now, what you notice is we had a lot of pieces on the board just a few minutes ago. And now we don't have as many because all of those Migos were being taken off the board when I was creating the Yugos, when Less Than Pi was creating the Yugos. Okay, so Less Than Pi is considering playing here, which is great for him because he creates a Yugo here. He blocks my two Yugos, and now he's going to have a diagonal. But you know something? Um, if he does that, if he does that, and this opens up, he's going to have two. He's going to want to build on that. You know what? I'm just going to block it for now. I'm just going to block it. I was thinking, how do I play around this? How do I prevent it? But you know what? I'm going to block it and go with that. Now he's doing what he did yesterday. He's building up all of these pieces around the middle, and I really don't know what to do with that. So I'm going to start building, and he could create a Yugo down here. There's a lot going on here. Maybe that was a better block. Maybe it was better for me to block in D2. But I'm talking a lot and wasting a lot of time. I've only got 4.5 minutes left, and I probably should have thought about that a little longer before I played. But still might turn out okay for me. I think there's a chance that this might just turn out okay for me. So welcome. Oh, Toy Collector of Seville. Well, there's a name I haven't seen for an awful long time. I have to say I am very pleased to see Toy Collector of Seville here in the room because Toy Collector of Seville will know me as Mr. Quister or Mr. Q from my previous channel when I was doing quizzes. And I turned that channel into this channel. So, welcome, the Toy Collector of Seville. It's good to see you. I invented this game and I created this channel and I'm having fun. What am I going to do now? I'm going to create another one. You know what? You know what? You know what? I'm going to block first. Yes, it is kind of a cross between chess, tic tac toe. Um, I suppose maybe if you're a Go player, you might recognize some similarities. I don't know, but it is certainly different in many ways from all of those games. Okay. Oh, you also know me from my joke channel. Yes, I did have a joke channel too. Okay. Okay, if I go here, I'm okay with that. I'm going to create another Yugo here. Then he's going to have a Yugo there. Would I rather have a Yugo up here on D7 or over here on H3? I think I'd rather have one on D7. Huh. So, Toy Collector of Seville, if you would like to play a game, just watch if you want. You don't have to sign in to play a game. As a guest, you can play this game, but you can only play against another guest or against the AI opponent. If you want to play against another member, you have to sign in and become a member. Do we have anyone else signed in here? Just less than pi right now, at least that I can see. Okay, I've got 2.5 minutes. I better get on my horse here and do something. I'm going to do something. I'm not sure what it is, but hopefully it leads to a win. Ooh, I got a good idea. I have a good idea. That's what I recall. You are completely blind. I'm not making fun of you. I just suddenly recall that we had that conversation with my last channel. And defective DPA is at work and cannot play tonight, but that's okay. Yeah, you know what? If this turns into a game that people enjoy and they would like to play live, I would love to create a real version of this on a board that you could play. Um, where am I going to go? I got things going on here. I've got things going on here. I'm ahead 5 Yugos to 4, but I'm way behind on time. Well, Toy Collector of Seville, you can enjoy my play-by-play because I never shut up, and I'm always saying what's happening on the board. Right now, I'm ahead 5 Yugos to 4. I could create a Yugo here. I could create a Yugo here on H4. I could, or on E7. I could. And going here is going to give him that opening. And less than pi just said, oh no. And when less than pi says, oh no, that means he sees something that I don't see. I'm not sure what he has seen here, but something tells me it's good for me. I just don't know what it is yet. Hmm. Do I want to take another one down here? If I open that up, he can create a Yugo here. He can create a Yugo here. If I go there, he has to block. I get a Yugo. He gets a Yugo. Okay. He has to play on F4. And I have a minute left. Oh my goodness. I have 1 minute left. I had better get going here. Do I like toys? I don't know if you're asking me, but I suppose, sure, depends on what the toy is. I used to like a Rubik's Cube. I used to like a Slinky. Um, I'm just going to keep going here. I got 52 seconds, and Less Than Pi has 4 minutes. I could find myself in a little trouble here. I'm just going to start building Yugos. He's got a block. And you know what? At this point, I'm going to try and run the clock out and I'm going to see if I can get to a Wego because I can't think of any other way to win this game at this point. I got 47 seconds left. I am going to push for a Wego. That's all I can do. And I have to play very quickly. Ah, I won. Oh my goodness. I won. Oh my goodness. Oh, I'm so there was all this stuff going on the side, and then I played here. I created a Yugo. He had to block me here on G5, and in doing so, he created a Yugo. His Migo disappeared, which opened up H6 for me, which was a win. No, no Less Than Pi. I'm not the best now. That was one win. That was one win, but I enjoyed that win. I enjoyed that win. I was down to 44 seconds. So, do we have anyone else signed in at the moment? We do not. Less Than Pi. If you want to play again, you're welcome to challenge me again. So, you like toys that play music? Okay. Are you up for another game? Are you able to challenge me? Am I in the? This year, I'll challenge you. I don't know. Or are you? Okay. So I'm playing as black. So Less Than Pi is white again. We've changed colors, but I'm still at the bottom. He's still at the top. Okay. Well, whatever I did last time, I'm going to see if I can do it again because I won. That works for me. And I think I'm starting to understand Less Than Pi's strategy here. Maybe. Yeah, I do. I do understand Less Than Pi's strategy. And that's okay because I got my own strategy. And we're going to do something a little different this time. What I am not going to do is I am definitely not going to take 9 minutes and 15 seconds. The EPA says that he destroyed you in several games after the stream yesterday. Well, he is the best in the world. You like cats and you have two of them. Their names are Tony and Oscar. All you need is two more and you can have the whole EGOT. You want that one? You can have that one. Cats are the best. I'm a cat person through and through. Mm-mm-mm. Now, this is an interesting game compared to the last game because we are both doing something completely different. The central squares, up until that move, were not really even being touched. And now all of a sudden, we were kind of working more on the perimeter, and now we're working our way toward the center. So this is different. This is certainly different. He wants that. He wants that. I guess he's going to get it. What are my cat's names? I have only one cat. My cat's name is Maya. Used to have some cats when I was much, much, much younger, but they are long since gone. We have 6 people watching the stream. If we get one more, that would be a record. For those of you who are here and just watching, if you want, you can go down to the bottom left-hand corner. You can sign up. All you have to do is use your email address. You will receive an email, and an email will be sent to you, and you can sign up using your email. You'll have a unique username and password, and then you'll be a member. And as a member, you can play other members. And I'm just going to give you an example of what you get as being a member. If you go into stats, you can see all of your stats, all of your games, won and lost. You can go in, you can see who you played, you can replay the games, you can see your last 10 games, your longest win streak, all sorts of information. I'm not sure what's happening in this game. Can you hear her meow? She is not around and she is not much of a talker. As a matter of fact, she doesn't really like me at all. So, not much I can do about that, I'm afraid. I could meow for you, but I don't think it would be the same thing. This is a very different game structure. Last time we were both furiously building Yugos at every turn, and now we're just not. We're blocking each other at every opportunity, which I'm going to do. Do I want to? What if he gets one there? If he gets one there, he can't do that. Okay, so let's just build off of that. So, based on my theory that centrally located Yugos are better, we both have 2 Yugos. I'm going to say that less than pi might have a small advantage at this point. However, not a huge advantage, I don't think. Not a huge advantage. He wants to build a Yugo there. If I go here on D4, if I go on D4, I create a Yugo, these 3 disappear. It opens up G4, but that's going to open up that. I don't know. You know what? Do your darndest. I know you're going to get a Yugo on B5. If I do that. But you know what? I think I'm going to get a double Yugo here. Do I want a double Yugo? Do I want a double Yugo on D4? Is that going to help me? Um, yeah, I guess I kind of, it blocks that. Then you block that. Then I go there and I get a double Yugo. So I know you're going to be playing on B5. You have to. Now, if I get a double Yugo here, how does that hurt me? How does that help me? I could build a Yugo here. I know what you're going to do. I just don't want you to do it. I don't know. Not the greatest, not the greatest move I've ever had. I'm not too sure. I'm really afraid of creating another Yugo in the center because if I create a Yugo here, then maybe that is the place to go. Yeah, that's why you blocked it. What if I create a double Yugo now? If I create a double Yugo, that Migo disappears. He gets a Yugo. This Migo disappears. These three Migos disappear. He gets a Yugo here. If he gets a Yugo here, that disappears. I'm doing it. I'm doing it. Yes, you are not permitted to play more than four of your own color in a row. Okay. I can come down here and create a Yugo. And all right. Diet Wit has beaten level 1 AI 3 times in a row with an I go each time. Well done. Try the other ones and see how you fare with them. I'm not crazy about these three Yugos sitting here because he can go in this direction, up or down. I can open this up, but I'm afraid of that. Got to block. This is one of those games. I I think this is one of those games where someone is going to forget something. Someone is going to forget that they can't do that thing, and they're going to do that thing. And when they do that thing, they're going to open up the board for the opponent. If I do this and I create a Yugo, I can create a Yugo here though. But if I do, yeah, we know what that is. Oh, by the way, I've got one, two, three pieces in a row. Then there's a space. Then I've got a fourth piece here. I'm gonna try and place a piece on E3, and just so you see what happens. If I try, it says illegal move. You may not create a line longer than four of your own color, and it turns red. So it just reminds you that you can't do that. Toy Collector's asking, am I thinking of making other games? Yes, I am. I created another game called Greedy, and it's a very different game. And at some point, I may actually see if I can put it into action. What are we doing here? Less than pi is tough. Tough, tough, tough. If I do that, I'm blocking the DPA by putting that piece on C2. Because if this Migo disappears, if C3 disappears and there's nothing there, then I'm dead. Because he's just going to create a Yugo here, have three in a row with an opening at either end. And that's called the DPA. I don't want to permit a DPA. So if I play now on A3, I can create a Yugo. It's not a very helpful Yugo, but it's a Yugo, puts me ahead. Then maybe that is the thing to do. Maybe that is the thing to do. Just get it over with. Rip the band-aid off. Hmm. Okay. There's, I don't know. I'm playing on the perimeter, and I'm too focused on the perimeter. I probably shouldn't be, but I'm going to play a move that I think is a very risky move, and I'm not sure if I should or should not. I get the feeling, well, you know what? That wouldn't be good for him. Oh boy. The thing about this game is you look at the board and you realize, okay, everything's clogged up. You can't do something. But that can very quickly change because of something else that you do. And it just opens the board up. Um, if I let you have a Yugo here, you open that one up. That's not helpful. You open this up. That's maybe helpful. Um, you know what? I'm doing it. I'm doing it. Oh my goodness, I'm down to a minute and 49 seconds again. What is going on? Okay, I have to block that. So now I have to remember I cannot remove C2 or C6. I put myself in a bind. I did it on purpose. We're going to see what comes of it. Obviously, if I remove this Migo, what's going on? He's going to play over there. If I remove this Migo on C2 or this Migo on C6, it's an automatic loss because he's just going to play and create a Yugo. And let's go here. Merry Christmas. You're a little early there, but you're in the right time of year anyway. Now he's got 7 Yugos and I've got only 6. This is not good. But I got potential. I've got potential. There's a chance I might get this game. Not a great one. I got to be careful, but there's a chance. Okay, so if I open this up now, he cannot play a piece here. So I'm going to block these 2 Yugos, and now this is unplayable for um, less than pi. He can't play there unless one of these disappears. He could make it disappear with that. Um, I've got to see if there's anything going on that I don't like. And that I don't like. Having a minute and 14 seconds left is also something I don't care for particularly. Okay, I remember I cannot remove these 2. I've got to keep reminding me of these things, otherwise I'm going to mess it up. Yeah, I know, I know, I know. Do I want to block here or there? Do I want to block here? Yeah, I'm going to block here instead. Maybe that was the wrong move. I don't know. That may have been the wrong move. But I got 49 seconds left. I do not want to lose on time. I've never lost a game on time. I do not want to lose on time. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. I was in such a rush. I didn't even look. I was in such a rush. I didn't look to see. Darn it. So he plays there. If I had, I probably could have blocked. I don't know. Nice game. Nice game. GG, less than pi. GG. Do we have anyone else signed in? We don't have anyone else signed in. Okay. You know what? If it was close, it was a good game though. If you are new, I can see we've got 5 people in the room. Diet Wit, I don't know if I'm pronouncing that correctly. Diet Wit, if you want to sign up, I'm not forcing you to do so. You don't have to, but if you want to sign up, then please do so. And you can challenge me to a game. Again, members can only play members, guests can only play guests. But we've played 2 games today, me versus Less Than Pi. Um, oh, okay. Yeah, sure. Try tomorrow. So, Less Than Pi, if you would like, challenge me to a game, and we will finish the day with one more game. And this is going to be for the belt, the championship belt for the day. Can I do a guest game? Yeah, I can do a guest game. So if I log out, I can do a guest game. Um, how about Less Than Pi? How about I play you one more time because I'm already logged in. I play you one more time and then I'll play Diet Wit as a guest. Does that work for you? I'm going to challenge you one more time. And if you want to accept the challenge, go ahead. If not, okay. So I'm playing as white. So this is one more game, the last game against Less Than Pi, and this one is for the championship to see who's going to be crowned the champ of the day. And right now we are tied at 1 game each. Darn it! That game, that was I rushed. I just rushed in the last game. Oh, that was bad. That was bad. So my theory here is if he wants to play there, I will play a Yugo there. So Diet Wit, if it's cool with you, stick around. And once this game has ended, I'm going to log out, and then I will play you as a guest, and I'll show you how to play as a guest as well, or how to have a match against another guest. I won't know it's you because it's just going to say guest. Um, I don't want to let you have that just yet. Hmm. You know what would be really good? What would be really good is if I knew the difference between a good move and a bad move. Because right now, sometimes I haven't got a clue. I tried a couple of times, well, more than a couple of times. I tried a half a dozen times to get a computer program to program a computer to analyze this game so that I could understand what is good and what is not. Um, Unfortunately, I was unable to do that. I've tried. I'll try again, but I just was not able to do it. So my guess is I'm leaving e5 open. That was terrible. Why on earth did I do that? Why? Like, I'm losing my mind. I thought I'm going to leave e5 open, but that's going to open up d5. I'm going to get a Yugo. I have I have no idea what I was thinking there, but it was definitely not a good thought. Wow. Definitely was not a good thought. And this is not looking good for me at all. I've set myself up for failure here where I can't play a move there. He's taken the space anyway, so it really doesn't matter at this point. But well, that's a little bit disappointing. I was hoping for a better game than this, but I think I've given it away already. But as usual, I will fight to the end. I will fight to the end. Hmm. Not much I can do here. Much I can do here at all. You know what? That's probably helpful for me to prevent me from making a line of four. I just put a Yugo over there, and at least I can't do it to myself by mistake. But I don't think anything good is going to come of this game. I'm down six Yugos to three. This is where I exactly where I was yesterday when I was playing less than pi. I was getting crushed. And yes, I am very familiar with this feeling. Yeah, that's not good for me at all. Not at all. Because this Migo on D6 is central to so many different things. Um, It really is a really bad spot. I think he's just toying with me at this point, ladies and gentlemen. However, I will continue to fight. I will continue to fight. Hmm. Don't know. I don't know. I think I'm just making things harder on myself. Yep, that's it. Let's see. He can win here, or he can win here, or he can win here. I think in football they call that piling on. Once again, GG. Less than pi wins with an IGO. Oh my goodness. Look at this. One, two, he's got 11 he's got 11 Yugos and like 43 of them in a row. Double DPA. Yeah, you know, I should learn to resign. It's like chess. You get yourself in a bind and you realize you're never going to get out of that.